Hi guys, I'm going to go ahead and give it a shot today with a straight shave. So we'll see how that thing goes. What are we doing? Well, I didn't take a shower, so I did a hot towel here, and I'm probably going to put that on again. Just today I'll be using my scuttle, which I'm just emptying out. I'm going to refill it here, and I'll get it up for the camera. This thing is just fantastic. Got that on the human drift. Go ahead and fill the outside reservoir with hot water here. I've already soaked my brush, so I'm just going to refill that with hot water. Finally doing a shave at home, where it's a little bit easier in some respects and not so much in others. I don't have a whole lot of room here on the counter. But today I'll be using my Parker Pure Badger. Got that from Maggard. Just a regular old brush. There's been a lot of talk about brushes lately, and I've got to tell you that for me personally, a brush is a brush right now anyway. I mean, I have a Tweezerman that I bought about 3.5 years ago on Amazon. It's probably about $12 or $15. I think you can still get it now. And as far as I'm concerned, it does the job. So I don't know about these expensive brushes. Here is my Bigelow. Good stuff. That's what I'll be using today. I find that is very easy to lather, and I'm going to be doing lathering right in my scuttle today because I have found that gives me a nice warm lather. When I've been face lathering a little bit, and I found that even though I put the brush in the scuttle in between passes, it just wasn't warm. This is nice and warm, so it does take a little longer. That's the only downside to this bowl lathering thing, but that's the only downside as far as I can tell. There are people that talk about face lathering, and that's fine. You know, Mike Friedberg has got some great videos. If you want any tips on face lathering, I encourage you to look at his video. But for me, this is just the way to go. And I got to tell you, this Bigelow stuff lathers up very nicely, very quickly. Although the scuttle, for some reason, with the textured inside with the ridges, and it's got the little nubs on the bottom, makes it really easy. So just trying to build up a little lather here in my scuttle, and then I've soaked my face with a hot towel. So what I'm going to do, hopefully that'll work out well because I did not take a shower, but I'm going to put on some of this Maggard's Pre-Shave. Just wet my hand a little bit and wet my face a little bit. And I've got this, I'll put up the tube in just a second. This is sweet orange is what it is. Or as some of you guys on the West Coast say, orange. That's a whole separate deal there. But I say orange. So, aren't you glad I didn't say orange? I don't care who you are. That right there is funny. All right. Well, if I amuse myself, I have been successful. Let's see what else we have today. Got my Ralph Oust 5/8 that I got from Chris Bailey. Which is just fantastic. This is a beauty here. I don't know if you can see that. And I've strapped it with my paddle that I got from Star Shaving that I really like. It's good for travel. You probably can't tell. Well, actually, you can. I recently packed it in my bag. I'm home for a few days, and I kind of nicked it up a little bit in my bag, not with the razor. So I'm going to see how much of that stuff kind of stays and what kind of an issue that might be. But anyway, let's get some lather going on the face here. See what we got in the bowl. I know I've got the scuttle way down here. It's kind of heavy. That's the only thing with the scuttle. I'm not going to really hold it up for the camera, but I'll let you guys see what this lather looks like in just a second. I'm going to put a little bit more water in there, and boy, I'll tell you, I've got a nice lather here. I don't know if you can see that, but well, that's the best I can do. I'll pull that brush out for you. This is really nice. And I've seen some people do some whipping, but to me that's fine. So I'm going to go ahead and just do that. Get my nice warm lather going on my face. Hopefully this will work well. Again, I didn't take a shower, so that kind of concerns me a little bit. And this lather feels a little dry on my face. I'm going to add a little bit of water here in just a second. Definitely a little on the pasty side. Coming to you today from home. Last video was on the road in my room where unfortunately I've been spending a lot of time. So it's nice to be home for a couple of days. Snow is gone and got a lot of mud in its place. So then the dogs come in, they're wearing boots, kind of mud all the way up to their stomachs. Well, give that a shot. Okay, well this should be interesting because I've been straight shaving for about a month with the straight by itself, you know, just the straight. But to do it on video is a different story. So we're going to give this a shot. Give that a shot there and just give a quick rinse. And I took a tip from Lynn Abrams, and that is to be careful how you rinse it and just get water on the blade and not further up than that, and give it a wipe with a dry towel. So that's what I'm going to do. And wipe that off a little bit so I can give that a grip on my skin. Yep, well, it's a slow going here. That lather does feel a little dry, but I'm going to keep pressing ahead. I might have to relather a little bit. I have an issue on the neck. It's just awful. Only got a couple of hairs came out of that brush. I don't know if you can see that, but we'll keep pressing ahead on this side anyway. Oh boy, dogs are going nuts. Might have to go outside and come back to you guys if they keep going. All right. Well, on the bottom of the neck, I tend to go up for a little bit, and then I'll come down. Recently learned about this sideways skin stretching on the neck seems to help a whole lot. So I've been using that successfully, and that's helped quite a bit. And there you go. Not too bad. The rest of that I'll go down. Give this thing a rinse, and I'll see what I can do on the other side. I'm sorry, I didn't think this would go well. It's a little long time-wise here, but I'm going to see what I can do on this first pass. It's actually coming off really well. I didn't mention at the beginning of the video that I shaved last on Tuesday morning, and today is Thursday, so that's 2 days. My wife apparently is very sensitive to the fact that I have let my hair grow. She said I looked as if I was just released from prison and should have a sack over my shoulder, so there you go. Kind of go back and forth with this hand crossing thing here. Let's see if I can finish up this pass. I'm going to have to relather. That's pretty dry over there. But anyway, that's quite a bit of time. I think I'll try to finish up this pass. Yeah, a little long on time. Try to get through this thing here. Well, you can really hear those hairs just getting shaved right off. That area is tough. Let's see if I can finish this up. Got a little cut under my nose. Yeah, it's a tough area. I think what I'm going to do is clean this up, and I'll do another pass, and then I'll kind of spare you guys on that and come back and I complete another pass. Not too bad. This area here, I always have a hard time where I have to make that turn on my chin, but I'm so far in here that I'm going to go ahead and stop the camera. I'm going to do another pass, and I'll see you guys in a little bit. Okay, well, I went ahead and did actually 2 more passes. Well, I did a full pass, and then I did kind of a touch-up. This area here is always hard for me. It's not too bad. I mean, it could be a little smoother. Actually, not too bad, I gotta say. So, all in all, on the cheeks are pretty good. And I had that one little cut under the nose, but you can't even see it now. So, to me, if I can get through the shave and not cut myself, then it's a good shave in terms of the straight. I'm still, you know, they say it takes 100 shaves, and I don't think that I've gone 100 yet, and I've probably been doing it for the better part of 3 months, but there were times when I stopped for 3-4 days or a week at a time when I had a bad cut. I kept cutting myself. It was all about how I held it, an angle, especially on the left side. It was always right in this area. I would cut myself and actually still have a scar. Of course, you can't see it. There's a scar right there. And I think that's going to go away in time. And I always miss a couple of spots, but, you know, if I go a little deeper, I'm going to cut myself. So I'm pretty satisfied with that. I've got to shave my head once I get done here. But I'm going to go ahead and do my post routine since I have you guys here. Get this water warmed up a little bit. It cooled off in a big way. But I've got, while that warms up, I'll show you, I've got my Art of Shaving sandalwood aftershave. This stuff is fantastic. I really like the way it feels and leaves my face feeling when I'm done. It's just a little bit pricey. First thing I'll do is get my Shave Nation alum. Chris Bailey was talking about these recently and the fact that this type is easy to hold. And this was only about $3 or $4, I think, if that. Very inexpensive. And of course, I've got the old standby, literally. I mean, it reminds me of my grandfather. It's got that old smell. I don't know how else to say it. And that definitely is going to give me a burn. So, get a little hot water on the face. And now we'll get a little cold water on the face. And I gotta say, there's two things I look for in my straight shave. The one is that I don't cut myself, and the other one is that I can't remember what it was now. Oh, that I don't have any irritation, which I don't. Now, this thing here, let's see how it feels. Gotta say, I'm surprised. I barely have stinging. It's always going to be some on the neck here and stuff, but overall, this is, I mean, I went pretty much 3 passes. Don't have irritation, don't have cuts. I could be a little closer, but you know what? I had the same thing with the DE. It's interesting. It's the same I had with the DE in that I'm getting a little closer each time and getting better in those problem areas, so it's kind of the same journey there. Let's rinse off this alum. I'm going to shave my head, so I left that lather in the bowl. But not a bad shave. I'll do the head after that. So my wife gets home from work. She won't think that I am a, quote, hobo from the corner looking for money. Oh yeah. Let's give a shot of this Clubman and see how that wakes me up. You can feel it, but it's not awful. And even though I showed you guys that auto shaving balm, I wanted to show you something else that I really like using too. Get rid of this Clubman here. Got a bunch on my hands. I once saw Steve Farragher said you have to rub it everywhere, even on your eyes and on your ears and on your head. He had a whole, it was kind of funny. He massaged his face, and I thought that was kind of funny. Hope Steve's doing well, by the way. Wish him a speedy recovery from his heart surgery. This stuff here, this Trumper's Skin Food Limes, is fantastic also. I'm not going to use it today on my face. Once this, I'm going to let this Clubman dry for a couple of minutes, and then I'll, when I get all cleaned up here, I'll put on that auto shaving balm, and that'll kind of do it. I know I went a little long, but I want to thank you guys for bearing with me on my first straight shave, on video anyway, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.